Okay. Hey, Kizzy, how y'all doing today? Today we're gonna be talking about can we work alongside AI? I mean, I did a video on it last week, but I was meant to do it this Sunday, but it got interrupted because I had been invited to go out and dancing, so I went out there to have some fun. But I'm gonna put the link in the chat, and anybody that wants to come up and discuss this, want to free to do so. And I really wanted to come back to this topic because I'd done this before with the with Sean Rain Woman, and I mean, they had like different ideas of AI, and I did too, but it was just, I mean, it just had a different appearance, so it was all good. We had a good conversation on it, and and pretty much, what brought me back to it was simply shows like really mainly the show Star Trek Picard. I don't know if you ever seen that one, but that one was based on that one is about AI, and pretty much just kind of give you a summary of it. It's Data's daughter, Data from Star Trek Next Generation. He apparently died, and trying to save the Federation from the synthetic beings, the androids and other life form like that. And and with that, he sacrificed himself, but they still have his body parts. So really, what they would need is something to recharge his brain that could bring back his old memories. And while that was going on, trying to figure out a way, because it turned out that they actually had like twin daughters. Of course, like being android couldn't birth them the natural way, but yeah, he couldn't birth them the natural way. But as far as that go, they were still created, but unlike Data, they were actually created with flesh and blood and like emotion, like almost in every way like humans, except in this case, they are they are still synthetic. So I guess the hope was that if they saved one of the daughters, which were being attacked by Romulans or whatever, I think they're called Tal. So with that, they they killed her. They killed one of the twins, trying after Picard was trying to get her to safety, and so he looked at it as like, okay, well, he was trying to save one of Data's daughters, which said it was his daughter because he did a painting of what his daughter would look like, and I guess somebody had taken that design and created a synthetic life form. Yo, what's up, King Bit? But as far as that, they wanted to. I mean, they wanted to kill both of the androids because of what the synthetics had done to had attacked the population, attacked the the organic life. I would say humans, but they're different alien races and whatnot. Oh yeah, I'm just chilling, like having this open panel discussion. I mean, if you want to hop on, the link is in the chat. I mean, if you're worried about showing your face, you gotta show your face. Have a cooler avatar just like mine. So as I'm just talking until somebody comes on, or if nobody comes on, then I'll just hey Nicola, hey, if you want to hop on, got the link right here. We discuss the AIs. You ain't got to be an expert. We giving just giving thoughts. Uh, but as but yeah, but with that, they were trying to kill the other sister, but before they did it, they wanted to find out where the rest of the synthetic had lived. So, well, I mean, I'm not really talking about the show per se. That's kind of like what kind of inspired the conversations. More like what are people thoughts on it, kids. So, like I said, anybody can come on here, come on here and talk. I'm just giving my take on it, giving like what I kind of seen from the show. And but as I mean, but I'm not trying to talk about the show, but I'm just saying what it was about. Like trying to find the planet, and then later on the synthetic girl like realized, I mean, found out that she wasn't actually human, but had believed that she was human all this time. So the other sister until she got activated. So a lot of people. Uh, so they had Talshar trying to kill her after she had given them the information. So now she's trying to figure out who she is. But as far as the conversation, that we see artificial AIs and phones, factories, and whatnot. I mean, I just want to get a discussion going about like what are your thoughts on it? Greetings, Shar and DJ Music. Yeah, I mean, as far as AIs, like, you know, you have some people that are worried that the AIs will do a whole Terminator scenario and kill off all the humans, or I mean, but I'm thinking it may not even be like that. It might be, they may want to live with us, but of course, as anybody or anything that's different, then that you are that's automatically gonna get shunned by the masses. It's like you look a certain way, you act a certain way, especially if it's way out of the norm of society. Society is gonna reject anything that ain't the same until you make it your own and move it forward. Make it your own. And am I going in and out? Let me see. I might switch to Bluetooth. But yeah, like I said, everybody's free to come on, give their own take. I mean, I ain't no expert in it. If I did, I'd probably give you some more facts. I say, yeah, I'm just giving my opinions on it. I ain't no expert. Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, she was like one way. I mean, artificial intelligence. Like examples of that would be like Siri, Alexa, Cortana, things like that. Yeah, hey, DJ Muse, I'm doing well. Hey, Shar. Yeah, Nicola in the building. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up, DeAndre? Yeah, Yeah, I'm just talking, well, I guess I'll talk for the next few bits, let somebody come on. Oh, okay. Yeah, anybody want to come on the chat? This is a discussion panel, so anybody's free to come on. But yeah, I think, I mean, as far as my opinions on it, I think AIs could be a potential, ally. I think we could work together because I mean more and more this they're gonna become a new form of life, whether people want to accept it or not. So if people don't, it's like whether or not you want to, fight against that or not or whatever. I mean, it could be stopped. You could stop the people from, making them. If you want to, how far you want to go doing it depends on you. But yeah, yeah. So, Nicola, you always be rambling and all that. You don't want to come up here and ramble. I think yeah. I don't think they doing the coronavirus. I think that's actually a U.S. bioweapon. To be honest, but yeah, I mean, that's why I got the panel up. Come on up. Don't be shy. Oh, okay. Kids, I know you. I know you. I know you got some thoughts. And then I mean, of course, you'll have like shows. I'm trying to think what shows have AIs in them or movies. I guess it's like Chappie. I ain't really seen that one too much, but Chappie was a robot trying to live his life. I think robots gonna probably be looked at it. Gonna probably be like like people. I mean, it's just gonna be different form of life, but man, I mean, I hear some people say that it's not gonna be. Oh yeah, I robot, yeah, but but it's like a common theme. Okay, okay, we got kids in the house. How you doing, sister?
I'm doing well. I have no idea what we're talking about.
Oh, I was just like, I mean, I was just like a whole discussion talking about will we be able to, can humans work alongside AI? That was like pretty much,
Oh, so that's the main question. I would
yeah.
probably say no. I think they would take over.
Why do you think that?
I think, and I don't want to say it like this, but I think our intelligence is limited opposed to a computer, right? Like even right now, I'm going to type in what is artificial intelligence, and it's going to pull up all the information that I need. My brain doesn't work like that, right? So
Yeah,
I think that they're capable to take to pull from technology and the different resources, unlike us. So I think that they would outsmart us, honestly,
yeah.
intellectually.
I mean, I think like probably like the average person they could probably outsmart, but I think we could be smart if we really wanted to. But I mean, as far as that, I think we probably could be cool with them if we just treat them right. Cause usually in like a lot of these shows where we have like some kind of AI robot or something like that. it's like they usually cool until like you try to make them like servants and all that, and then they turn on you. Then it's like, oh, these killer robots, like like the Matrix. I mean, like even our robot, they got tired of being slaves.
Yeah,
I
you're
mean,
right.
cause I did a video on it, and I'm like, it was like kind of funny. Like I was like the one group of people I thought would have been like, yeah, we work alongside AI would be black people. You would think that. You would think black people would be like, yes, these AIs, they could be our allies.
Absolutely not. And I'm with you. They've been a turn on it. But Coleman was saying the same thing. So the
Hmm.
thing about it is they are taking over now because wouldn't like self checkout when you go to the grocery store, wouldn't that be considered like artificial intelligence?
I guess it could be, but I mean, but then again, like even if they come around, like they still have to learn. But it's like right now they only have like a certain amount of knowledge. So it's like if they're not programmed to learn anything else, then it's like they're gonna take what they already information they already got. So anything new, it would be out of their parameters.
Well, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
and then like like I was mentioning about Star Trek. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, ain't even gonna talk about the new one. You remember the Next Generation, right?
Yes.
You remember how like Data was like always trying to be be more human, trying to understand like emotions and things like that. Even though his programming wasn't really capable of it, but it he tried nonetheless.
He did. He tried a lot of times.
Yeah,
He did. Yeah, I mean that part. That's why I said intellectually. I think that part, that component would definitely be missing. But um, I just don't know. I mean, like I said, we
yeah,
like the convenience of it, but that convenience is not necessarily a good thing. Even, I mean, I'm used to
yeah.
always asking, let me say her name low, Alexa, because she just pop on anytime she wants. And
Where they
I'm used to, she
where
do.
they go? Where they go?
I'm saying I don't even I could be having a whole conversation about something else and she was like start talking about Canada. I'm like, okay, you're doing too much. So
Well, maybe,
it,
maybe Alexa wanted to talk about Canada with you.
listen, Alexa need to get out my business, okay?
I mean, you can let Alexa join in on the conversation every once in a while. I mean, but hey,
But see that goes back to that point of the AI taking over because even when I'm not requesting to hear from her, she's listening anyway.
yeah,
You literally have to go in and tell her to turn off. You got to mute her in order for her not to listen in on your conversation. The same thing with your phone and things like that. So I don't know. AI is a convenience, but it can also end up being detrimental in the end.
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm looking at, it, I'm not looking at it as like it's like serving B or something like that because I don't even really even use uh the AI. But I mean, like I said, I think AIs can be capable of of integrating human society. It just depends on how we treat them. What examples we gonna set for them. Kind of like how like you bring a child to world. You gotta have good examples. Otherwise, this child could go and do his own things and do whatever.
What would be the benefits of actually having AI? And I guess in your what you're referring to is more so like the robots, but what would be the benefit of actually incorporating them into our world? Like, what do you think?
I mean, just like any other any other uh life form. I mean, I mean, in the sense since they'll learn how to learn English and all that. I mean, wouldn't it be better if we can like to actually try to try to understand what it is, and then maybe try to try to integrate. I know society ain't gonna really be too accepting of them, so that's gonna be like a big problem right there. So
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
cause they gonna still look at them as something like that's supposed to serve them, and they're like, and then at some point, like they might be cool with first, but at some point they'll be like, oh man, we won't get treated like no slaves.
That's true. Because I always, and I still do, I would like a Rosie from the Jets. Do you remember the Jets?
Oh, the
The
Jetsons, yeah,
Jetsons?
yeah.
Yeah, I would love a Rosie.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I mean, I'm kind of like, with like, things have free will. If they want to, live and let live, as long as you ain't mess with nobody else's free will, I'm good. Cause I know it's kind of hard people to look at AI as like, oh, I'm not even really talking about robots, I'm talking about the intelligence in itself, like, as a living form, because it's like through circuits and all that, and I'm just like, well, I mean, yeah, it's moving through electricity just like our body moves through electrical impulses. I mean, it's like metal, but I mean, it's still like living material, but it's just different.
So you're for it. You're ready for AI in a bigger level. I'm not ready.
I mean, it's gonna come, but I mean, I don't think it's not gonna come like right away. But I think, like, if they do turn, it probably be through the people that are in charge of it, because they're just trying to use them as slaves, and it's like they already got bad examples of humanity already out the gate.
Coleman said, but we have to look at who's going to make them, and now they might be planning destruction. That's a good point because they're not going to make themselves, most definitely. So you will want to make sure. You never know what kind of agenda that someone may have. Frankenstein AI in the making.
Well, hey, when it came to get us collective, because well, not yet, but as far as I know, anyway. But it's like, I think like it's like Terminator scenario kind of just had turned everybody off, because don't get me wrong, I bought into it too, like, yeah, like, but then the thing about there's like something like show you, like, well, it could be a good thing, but it just depends on how we move with it, how we deal with it.
I think everybody in the chat is like, nope, we're not doing the
Yeah,
robot.
yeah. I mean, but it's like you say, look at them as robots. Like, they're not just robots.
That's how they looking at it. Like, nope, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm surprised black people ain't like, they trying to figure out a way. That's like surprising me, because much as they talk about slavery, you be like, yeah, yeah, we don't want to be enslaved, but yeah, that robot could be enslaved though. We good with that.
Yeah, as long as we don't become the slaves. The definition I just pulled up said artificial intelligence is the theory and development of computer systems able
Yeah.
to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and translation between languages. So it doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily have to be a robot.
Right. That's what I was saying. Like, yeah, it doesn't have
Right.
to. There we go. Look, you got the Wikipedia on deck.
Hey, I'm a Google. Hey, listen, I like some artificial intelligence. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
The ones I have, I can control and manipulate somewhat.
See. There you go. Over there being a slave master.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Yeah. yeah. I mean, oh, you know, also, it also had me thinking of a comic book I read. It was like they had the Avengers had like an AI team that like fought against other AI, but it was like an AI that came that was like it was like a virus that was designed to kill Ultron, but it's like it's it's like it killed Ultron, but it replaced it with a new form of AI, and he was like more of a revolutionary. He was like that. We tired of being used for these products and all that. Start a revolution. Like I mean, like the Malcolm X of AIs or something like that.
This was a comic book.
Yeah. Like 2 volumes, but yeah,
That's
yeah,
funny.
like.
That actually, people would actually see. I wouldn't mind that either. Some artificial intelligence that was fighting for us. I'll be with it.
But I mean, but you said you weren't even with it. You don't even want to be with it. So like, it's like, okay, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all ain't even thinking about that. They could be fighting with us.
It depends on who making it. If it's like
Well, I mean,
the AI of Fubu, like for us by us,
well, I mean,
then I'll be
I mean,
like, okay.
I mean, just because it made like if it could think on its own, like we get the AI, like show them like, hey, this is a group of people that made you, and this is us, and this is what we've been through. I'm sure they'll be like, yeah, it probably be on some revolutionary stuff. Okay, we gonna help you stop these people. Give y'all the information, everything, because they ask you probably go into information, probably tell you stuff before it go down. Like yeah, they about to tear apart this building, or something, or some government gonna come and snatch up somebody because they know too much. You know they can watch your back. You know get to the cameras, maybe see what's going on. I just think people don't see the possibilities of it. They just automatically see the Terminator scenario. I mean, it's like I said, the Terminator scenario is a possibility, but it is a possibility.
Yeah, it definitely is a possibility.
Yeah,
It definitely is a possibility.
yeah. So what is so I mean, if like AI is like were to fight against fight for black people to help get us get us some power or something like that. How'd you think it would go down from? Because I think I might have said some stuff, but I'm sure you might have some stuff to add.
I,
I
I,
probably
I think it's a nice theory, but I think it would be an all out war. I think everyone would be using AI in that case. It wouldn't be just us. So
yeah, that could be true. Because someone probably be
that's the war right there.
yeah. So it probably be a civil war now on the human front, but probably the AI front as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That would be that's why I said it's some good sides and some bad sides, but
Yeah,
ultimately I think that we would be run by artificial intelligence, and that's why I'm thinking it wouldn't be a good thing. Now, and part of the reason is, well, what would the society look like? Like, what would it look like? Like I brought up the convenience store and self checks. That is a form of AI.
hmm
That's why we hardly see cashiers in the stores. All you do is go to self checkout. That means more people lose their jobs. And we're a society that's ran off of money. So, what would that look like for us?
I mean, I couldn't say exactly how it looked like, but I mean, I give theories, but I mean, but in the end, it might it may look completely different from what I may theorize. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know how that would I don't know
yeah, I
how we
mean,
would fare.
I think even if they had like some kind of body to like like if they were working and getting paid like like humans were. I mean, I'm sure they would have they would have to deal with discrimination, and then I would assume like even if they didn't like take over the world or whatever or try to kill us off or whatever, they would have to deal with a lot of discrimination, and it would probably be no telling how many decades or it would take for them to even get some rights, or to get people to recognize that they have some rights.
Oh, you really thought about this.
I was just I was just thinking about you talking like then I thought like yeah what
You was just piggybacking off of what I said. You know what? I didn't even think that. See, I'm already dehumanizing the unhuman, which is artificial intelligence. Let me tell you, I didn't
yeah
even think about them having human rights or discrimination or,
yeah
and I think that that would be true too. I think some of us, I know, especially like I said, if you employed and you start getting replaced by artificial intelligence, you probably wouldn't be the biggest fan.
yeah
Pour water on them and stuff, like they would have to be waterproof.
yeah it would have to be.
I'll be mad. I just throw liquid on them and stuff. So yeah, I didn't even think that far. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, like you remember like X-Men, X-Men, even though it was like the movies are based off black people, but showing like how they were getting treated unfairly, how they had to work to get fight to get rights and all, like how people had to fight to get rights to be
Yeah.
treated as human.
Huh. Good point. Good point.
I mean, I'm not, I'm not probably ain't gonna convince nobody people this, but it's just like I just want just somebody just people to think a little, just think about it. It's like you ain't gotta be on board on it, but it's like yeah, just something to think about, cause I know my opinion ain't the popular opinion on it, so
It's not, but you know what? Here's the thing. The
yeah,
truth of the matter is, it's already happening. And
yeah,
as time goes on, and I was talking about that on my channel. It's probably already in the works, honestly. So eventually it would happen,
yeah,
on a mass scale. It eventually it would happen. People just love technology, and we love it so much. So it's only going to be inevitable for a time when we will be walking, maybe not us, but generations down the line where artificial intelligence would be part of the main society. So I don't
yeah,
really think it's that far fetched.
yeah. That's what I mean, cause I mean, I kind of see that, of course, with Sophia, even though she can't move or anything like that, she's only talk, but I mean, even like AI like that being considered like the first AI to be a citizen of a country. I think they might have been Saudi Arabia that gave the AI citizenship. But
Oh, really?
yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah, I was like, wow. I was like, oh, they gave AI citizenship. Okay.
Now that's deep.
Yeah, and I think yeah, I'm pretty sure it was last year that it happened. But yeah, I thought it was interesting. I was like, okay. They started really like, we try to get it on it. So it's like, they say like if they do turn on, it's like, hey, we supported y'all first. We gave one of y'all citizenship.
I remember Sophia. I'm looking her up now. I actually do remember her, but I didn't know that. Wow,
Yeah,
I didn't know they made her a citizen, and I'm definitely looking at it. It said Sophia, the first robot declared a citizen. Huh.
yeah.
The stuff they come up with. Hmm.
It's like uh Ms. Goldman said, if I program, we might be okay. I said, yeah, if I knew how to program, well, yeah.
Eh, Yeah, if we but that's why I said unless it's like a for us bias, I don't know. Some things just make me leery. Just make me a little leery.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if gonna be for us, we need to get some of our people up on it. And, yeah,
Yeah. Start teaching them computer technology and things like that.
yeah,
Pushing the sciences a little bit more harder.
yeah, yeah. Because
But
I mean,
this was
I mean,
really interesting. This was an
yeah,
interesting conversation.
yeah. I mean, it's like even though they're not human, it's just like it's still a. I mean, it's still a living being. It's just different. It's not like us, but it's different. I mean, it might have some similar, have some commonalities, but I mean, it's different, but still living.
You consider it still living?
Yeah,
Mm,
well, it's not dead.
okay. It
I
definitely
mean,
is not. You're right. It's definitely not dead. And I guess it goes back to when you were talking about
yeah,
the
yeah,
magnetic impulses type thing. But
yeah. Yeah, it's
okay,
powered by electricity. We're powered by electricity.
hmm. Yeah. See, you would be fighting for the rights of the artificial intelligence. I see.
I mean, it's just like as far as me, I just like peeing. I just like people have free will. They have free will. I mean that's kind of me. So
But to me, I don't think it would be free will. Because my thing is that the whatever it is going to be programmed to do what someone else wants it to do,
yeah.
regardless. Like it really is not. It's not going to have its own mind. It's going to have the mind that someone else put into it. So it really wouldn't have a free will per se.
Well, I think if you were going to make like one that had free will, it have to be somebody who would have like not only like experience like in robotics or something like that. It have to be someone who has a good working knowledge of neuroscience.
Yeah.
Cause you just have to build a brain, which be like you got to try to fit a whole quantum computer into a brain. So you have to try to figure out how, if you had a good knowledge of that, then it could, help you get some idea of how to do it.
Well, someone in the chat has said earlier they wouldn't let specifically a robot operate on them. So, would you let a robot operate on you?
I have a hard time letting people operate on me.
I believe it. Yeah, I'm scared of people too. So the answer is a no.
Yeah. And it's not because they are. It's just like you cut on me. I gotta know you first. You, you can't just cut on me. I gotta, get some kind of sense that you ain't, that you know what you doing, and you ain't pulling no funny bits.
Well, you want to know something funny? As I'm sitting here thinking about it, I think that I would actually let the robot operate on me before I would let the human robot operate on me. Now that I'm actually thinking about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, think about it. A robot won't hands won't be shaking,
Their hands
and
wouldn't be shaking and they would be more precise in whatever it is that they're doing
yeah.
opposed to human error. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, human error is different. The robot would know exactly what to do in the situation. It would be already programmed. So I probably would let the robot operate opposed to a human, actually.
Hmm. Yeah, I would probably lean more to it, unless. somebody who's like at the 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 best of the best at it, and it seems like this person knows what he or she is doing, then I may let him and operate on me if I needed that. But if you don't know what you don't know what you're doing, like no, I I take the robot.
Exactly. Exactly. Mm.
Yeah. So I mean, any other thoughts you have had about AI?
No, you know what? Like I said, besides the regular stuff, like I said, I always wanted a Rosie. And I think a lot of times because it's already around us, we just don't really consider it AI because, like you said, initially our mind goes to a robot, right? An
Yeah.
actual robot, but we're already using AI, and I don't think I think too much of it. That's why I'm saying if it did happen, it would be gradual, and I think most people would actually be used to it. I think the only problem is if it took over, certain jobs and certain things that especially
Yeah.
ways for us to provide for our family. I think that's what we would take issue with as far as AI. But I think everybody would actually like it. We love it. Like the Rolls Royce I showed, you don't even have to do anything. All you have to do is get it in the car. The car is going to drive you anywhere that you want to go. That's a form of AI.
Yeah, and I think even now they have they even have stuff where they're trying to integrate man and machine. So that could be one way of you know of having some kind of relationship with the AI.
Well,
If
they do
someone,
do that. Some prosthetics, instead of them, if you have enough money, um,
yeah,
some of the prosthetics, like with the hands and stuff, those are actually that's artificial intelligence that helps you move and type and different things. Or some people can't. I seen this one thing where the guy couldn't speak, but his brain, they put a machine on him, and so the thoughts that was going on in his brain, it actually translated to the computer everything that he was actually like he wanted to say.
no,
So
wow,
yeah, it translated. And that was a while ago. That had to be at least 5 or 6 years ago when I saw that. So that's a form of AI. And see, things like that would be why it would be gradually introduced and no one would even notice. You would be used to a robotic arm or a leg or the helmet that would help translate your thinking
mm,
points to a computer. That I think by the time we do hit something like an actual robot, I think we'll be desensitized to it. I don't even think that we would pay that much attention to it. It would be the norm.
mm, it could be. Cause yeah, 'cause I know if you definitely like just put it out all in front of them like all at once, be like, nope, it's different,
Right.
different. We don't want it. It said, but you ain't no, we don't want it different.
No, they don't want it. But that's part of it, right? That's part of the conditioning. Like the new
Mm.
refrigerators now, you don't have to write a list. It actually tells you everything that's in your refrigerator.
Oh wow,
Yeah, there's refrigerators out right now that do that. So it literally tells you what's in your refrigerator. Like, how dope is that?
I didn't even know they made refrigerators that could do that, but that is
Hmm.
pretty dope.
Hmm. I
What
think
do you
it's
tell? It just tell you what items in there, or it just
yeah, it'll
shows you.
tell you the items and everything that's in there. So it's just all about you making the list as it'll compute the list and everything for you.
Okay. Wow, I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know they had a refrigerator that could do that.
Hmm.
This is what we watched in the. We're the future now. This is what we watched all those shows. Showing how they gonna have all this. I mean, we doing video calls. Something you never would have had in the '90s. This was like far off. We thought it was gonna be about 2 or 300 more years before we
Right.
even seen.
Yeah. It's called the LG Smart Refrigerator.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up after get off here, check that out, because I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah, it says it's a smart refrigerator. It's built in with a display. It'll let you order groceries, play music, and more. Some of the current ones don't have the same features, so they're even upping it like that. It tells you if the door is left open, if you need to adjust the temperature. Then there's other ones that there's an app that you can tell what to cook by scanning contents of your fridge. Like I said, it's being implemented slowly but surely. I just don't think that we're really cognizant of it, you know?
Okay, yeah. I mean, you have like people who consider the smartest people on it, telling you, oh well, this is gonna be horrible, that we should be afraid and all. I don't know how afraid we should be. I mean, yeah, I mean, probably could, but it's like even if it happens, like wh- what I mean, what could we really have done? Like, we don't have the technology to actually combat it, and the people that are talking about it, the ones that got I mean, they had to take dollars to stop it. So it's like, well, point in trying to scare us about it. If you feel that kind of way, have some kind of contingency plan in place. Then,
Yeah, the only thing that I do, one of the things I do take issue with is a lot of times those things kind of dumb us down. Excuse
yeah,
me. And I think that's the problem. Like I
yeah,
said, I always ask, "Oh, girl, what's this? What's that?" And even when I go on vacation, I'm like looking at my husband. I'm like, "Yo, I wish she was here. I have a question to ask her." I told him the other day, you can get her for the car. I saw Peyton Manning on a commercial. I'll be missing her, okay? But it kind of like dumbs you down a whole lot, and so that is the downside of it, right? That because I
yeah,
believe that you got to be mindful of all that. If you're less likely to use your brain, more likely you'll be more able to control also. So you got to look at stuff like that. That's the inconvenience.
yeah. I mean, and to be totally honest, like society, for the most part, it's mostly people get led. Like most people don't really want to think. They want what's comfortable, what's easy, what's already out there for them. So they don't have to do all this thinking, and just technology is one of the things that help them, do less thinking.
Mm, yeah,
Cause
it's a
like, cause
catch,
like,
it's a catch 22 though.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like if you, it's like once you start trying to, have some kind of responsible, ability or something. Like if you like, oh yeah, I gotta start doing this, really, really doing stuff and move forward, not have someone tell you that requires some accountability, and it's just like that's some people will rather just have somebody do the thinking for them instead of actually, going out and doing it themselves. But yeah, I mean, technology has dumbed down people for the most part, because it's like if it's like I mean, I don't think most people even write like that anymore. So it's like it'd be like like people not even people on their phones much text or whatever. It's like you go and write or something like that, and it's like writing all horrible and all that. Like, oh well, okay. He said, "What is this? Oh, you can't read that."
Nope. I I got the audio book.
You're right. Yeah. No.
Well, they've even taken cursive out of school. So it's funny that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. I mean, everything has its pros and cons, and so I guess you have to figure it out. But
Yeah. Yeah. I usually try to find a balance, even though I use use my phone a lot. I'm probably probably well around my phone. I'm not just simply like letting the phone doing the thing for me. I actually kind of figure stuff out using the phone. Like when I do something, I just try to figure it out. Like I might look stuff up, but I'm figuring it out too. So it's like,
Yeah,
ah,
I do the same. I
yeah,
actually do the same. Even if I use my phone, I actually read the articles, I break them down and do all that stuff. So, but that's me. My son
yeah,
doesn't, my youngest don't do that. He's 11 and he's just like, okay, boop, got the answer. I was teaching him during spring how to use a dictionary. So I'm like, how
well,
you
there you
know how
go.
to use a dictionary?
There you go.
It was funny because he really was like, we could just go on a computer type thing. Oh man.
Yeah, even now, like doing StreamYards, I'm actually doing this on my phone. So like this like StreamYard is the only platform I could actually use to have conversations with other people on the phone because it's browser based. So I could do that, but they get that turn on a desktop site, so it kind of wears on my battery. But I mean, I can, I got a good sized battery, so I could probably stay on for for a good for maybe 2 or 3 hours if I wanted to, but I ain't gonna stay on that long though. But it's like if
Yeah,
I
I'm
wanted to,
actually using my phone also. It does pull more energy from the battery.
yeah,
But I can't connect for some reason. So I think that I need to figure out why I can't connect. Like I can't connect from even though my laptop is right here. When I
yeah,
even tried to do your live stream the last time, I wasn't able to get in from my desktop on other people chat. I'm only
wow,
able to get in from my phone. It's the weirdest thing. So
wow, yeah, no, yeah, if I had like a laptop something like that, I could actually do like share screens, but I mean,
mhm.
I have like screen recorders to do that if I was gonna do it by myself. But if I was doing it with other people, that would doing the share screen would be great if I had a computer. But the phone it won't let you do it. So
Mm-mm. You're right.
that's on the downside to it. I was like StreamYard, you almost perfect.
Well, let me ask you because with StreamYard, it actually has different options depending on if you pay or not. So, like, I haven't paid for my subscription yet. I feel like it's coming up soon where I have to pay, but I don't know. I think you can do different type of streams if you're actually paying, if you're not using the free option. If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken, you can. It's different.
yeah. I think if you pay, you can stream through multiple channels. You can actually record the stream instead of going live. Like you can have conversations with people and just record it and then just put it up on I mean just put it up on your channel like pre-recorded from StreamYard or I think like the length depends on how much what package you get and I think it's supposed to have like your own RM RTMP link or something like that. I don't know too much about that, but
I was going to say I don't even know what that means, but okay.
yeah, I mean, so like another thing I gotta do my research on.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I think if like people, if you had gotten it at an earlier time, like when before it really started, really, changing things around, like you probably could have gotten like all the benefits for like probably like the price that you would have gotten just for the first one you had to pay.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean they only had that done like for like a limited time, so it's like if you had gotten in like early, then yeah, you know you could have taken advantage of it. But they, like I said, they were only doing it for a limited amount of time.
Hmm.
And the thing I like about StreamYard is always improving because like I think it's like every Sunday at 8 they always have like a town hall meeting, so you always know know what things they're doing. If something new they put up there, you know what's going on. They kind of like, I think they give like a 30-minute town hall meeting, like just talking about what's new, you know, what are they working on and all that with the people who created StreamYard. So it's,
Wow. See, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that.
yeah, they got a YouTube channel and everything.
Oh, really? I so didn't know that.
Yeah,
I'm one of them people that just scroll through the thing and just check agreed, I guess.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't know StreamYard had that.
Wow. You learn something new every day.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess if you got any last words, I guess I'll just
No,
end it.
actually, I'm thankful for the conversation because at first, when I
Yeah,
came in, I didn't know this is what you're talking about, and I googled it, but I had to get on from my phone, and I was like, okay, so artificial intelligence is not just robots. And once I got that in my head, it was pretty good. Probably something I need to look a little bit more into. So thank you for the conversation.
oh, no problem. I was try to come up with topics that just getting people thinking. You know, that's all. That's all I want is just some thought. You know, it's like you ain't gotta agree with me. Just just think about it.
No, think about it. And then, especially, that's the one good thing about talking things out. When you talk things out, you'll be surprised. I had a conversation that was based off of one question that literally turned into like a 2 hour discussion because it was one question, but the more we start talking about it, it was other questions that we added on to it. And I was like, no, this is deep. I'm going to have to do a live on it. And they were like, you should. I said, but we done went to like four different topics on one different thing. So I said, this would definitely have to be broken down. It would definitely have to be broken down. So talking is always good, good mental exercise for people.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. I mean, that like the whole like reason for the whole discussion. They just want people, you know, come on, talk, you know, share their ideas, you know, and
Yeah, because I really said that I didn't want no robots. But then when I thought about it, I think I would trust a robot over a human. So that actually speaks volumes.
yeah, cause I actually I actually like had did a video last week cause I meant to have this stream Sunday, but like I said, I said earlier, I went out dancing, so I had to push it back, and then I was going to come back and do it later, but Lightbear had a stream going, so
And see, I think I seen some of it, but I didn't see all of that. And I saw you dancing on your videos. I said, oh, we out here stepping in the name of love.
yeah, I've been studying for about a couple of years, but as far as dancing, I've been dancing about 9 years. This year in October will be the 10th year of me dancing. So, well, I mean, dancing seriously anyway.
No, you're just dancing like at places, or you dancing like, is it competitions? Are you competitive, or it's just for fun?
I'm a performer, but I mean, you know, like, you know, what I mean, like doing it for fun. So, but but some of it just like me performing, or sometimes just out socially dancing. But you know, I just love to dance. So, and I like stepping because it's like I wanted to learn a partner dance, and I like the environment there from it, and how people connect with one another and stepping because it's like almost like, you know, family vibe, depending on, for the most part, depending on where you at. But you know, some groups where you won't feel that family vibe, but for the most part, you usually get that vibe. Like, yeah, you know, your family here is cool. You know.
Yeah, and it's no those type of environments are normally relaxed. I go to a lot of like cabarets and stuff, so when you go to those, it's a little bit more grown, a little bit mature. But I like dancing too. Now I'm not so good with the. Well, I'm okay. I'm decent with stepping. Let me just be honest. But I would like to
Yeah,
learn a whole lot more. But it depends on where you're at. There's different stepping. When I go to Detroit, they step differently. When I go to Chicago, when I'm over in Chicago, like out here in the DMV, they do a lot of hand dancing, and that I don't know.
yeah. I mean, it's still a lot I don't know, but I mean, as far as like my teacher, she's from Chicago, but and like from like I think I learned like maybe a month or so ago that there were like two different types of Chicago dancers, like the ones that was
Hmm.
the old school, and then the new one we had an 8 count, which like that's how I learned through the 8 count. Cause like I remember I had one of my friends who's in the crew right now. So I mean he's from Chicago. He was like saying, man, I don't get why they do the 8 count, cause like you're not gonna be counting. Most of the time they don't even do the whole 8 count. They used to do like do the 6 count or something like that. I was
Yeah, it definitely depends. My dad is from Chicago,
like,
and so we had a get together, and he was like, "Yeah, you're doing it like the South Side people." I said, "Really? And y'all dance differently depending on what side you come from?" I said, "Wow." So yeah, dancing is cool. You should upload some more videos of that. That's kind of awesome.
well, I mean, I will upload what I can, because like it's not like a lot of sets happening, so it's like I can't. It's like if it was like a lot of stuff, a lot of time, yeah, I'd probably be posting a whole lot more of that. It's like, but usually, step I do is like usually like once a month, so it's like kind of like a monthly thing, unless something out of blue happens or something.
Right,
That's
right,
pretty,
right.
yeah,
Yeah, you got a cool channel here. I said, okay, you're multi dimensional, and I like that.
I don't want to do one thing. even though even though like a lot of people shallow grow by just doing one particular thing. I don't necessarily want to be known for just one thing.
I could dig it. I thought
Yeah,
I was going to be doing one thing, and I see that I'm doing four different things at this point. I'm
yeah.
like, okay, you're just gonna have a channel, okay, and people will figure it out.
Right, yeah. I say yeah, just pick what you like. You like this and this, like okay, fine. You like that. You know, you find
I
something you
mean, most
like.
of us are one dimensional anyway. So, I mean, why would you have a channel that's one dimensional?
Right.
Yeah.
I like a lot of stuff you look at, because I like when I was listening to stuff like, oh man, okay, okay. I was like kind of, I remember I was kind of binge watching and stuff. Like, okay, listen. I was like listening to what you were talking about. Like, okay, going, cause I think one time I came on there and I think I just finished listening to video. It's like, oh, you live? Okay.
I think that I'm going crazy because in your head you have a thought like,
Mhm.
okay, like you came on here, you knew that you wanted to talk about it, but you may not have that thought like all the way formulated. And
Yeah.
sometimes that's why I say I'm literally talking it out of I'm talking it out of my head to everybody else, and I'm like, I hope I'm making sense.
Oh yeah,
In my
yeah,
head, I'm making sense.
yeah, yeah. I think every once in a while I might have it like where it sounds like it made sense, then I said it like, oh no, don't make no kind of sense whatsoever. I thought it did, but it was like, nah.
It made sense in my head. It made sense in my
Yeah,
head.
right. Yeah, it's like, yeah. I mean, I was like, look, like, man, you got like a whole lot of good info. You got good topics. Like, cause like when you did that one about the linear time and all that, I was like, well, I said I kind of want to do a video on that because it kind of reminded me of Doctor Who, which that was like.
Mm.
You ever seen that show?
Yes, I used to watch. I used to be an avid watcher, and then I think the last like couple of seasons I fell off, not because of the show. I just fell off. So I don't know who's Doctor Who now, but
It's a female doctor who I'm like trying to catch up on the I think either 13 or the 14th season. I don't forget how many seasons they got, but
yeah, but
but but
I
it,
I
but
definitely used to watch me some Doctor Who. Yes.
yeah, I mean, just kind of like thinking like, yeah, it's like I say it's like something to it, and then I remembered I was reading a autobiography of Benjamin Franklin, and then like before I even like I think it was called like Find Out Biography. It was a PDF, and like before I even got to like deep into it, it was just kind of like had like this description, and then next thing I know, it was showing Ben Franklin in England, and they say no, they were like people referring to him as the doctor, not Doctor Franklin, just the doctor. That's hold up, okay, the doctor. I wonder if there's some kind of connection to Doctor Who. So so when I looked at the
Hmm.
picture they had of Benjamin Franklin, then I looked at the guy who was the original first Doctor, looked almost the same.
See, and probably I never even made that correlation. Yeah, and that's the thing. So when you saying about topics, just let other people inspire you because there's something that I
Yeah,
wouldn't even have made that correlation
yeah.
with the two. And they probably did pull from that. I can't remember. You remember the TV show Lost?
I've heard of, never watched it.
Lost was real popular. It was about people basically stranded on an island, right? But it was
Yeah.
weird, right? But the thing about it, a couple shows try to come behind it and do it. They weren't successful as that particular show. But I remember, and I can't remember the name right now. I'm definitely going to have to look it up, which a lot of people didn't know. I was taking, I think it was either my psychology or my sociology class. I can't remember when I was in school, but the main character on there is actually pulled from the book, from psychology or sociology. And I ended up making the correlation to it. And when I went and looked it up, lo and behold, that's what they did. So you may be onto something.
You said what? A psychology and sociology book?
It was like one of the characters, one of the main characters that was on there. He was a guy who was originally in a wheelchair and stuff. They John Locke. That's what it is. That's what his name
Okay.
was. His name was John Locke. And it was something in relation. When I thought about it, it's like, wait a minute. I remember like studying this in psychology or sociology. It was one of the classes. And that's where they pulled that character from. It
Okay.
was exactly where they pulled the character from, and they put it in the whatchamacallit,
On the TV show?
on the TV show. Yeah. So I'm looking at it. It actually must have was it was actually in sociology, and it says he produced the theory of tabula rasa, which states whenever a human being is being born, he or she is a clean state.
Hmm.
So it actually, and it's based on one's social experiences. And so when I actually watched the show, I was like, why does that name sound familiar? And when I realized what it was, that's where they pulled the character. They literally formed that character, and the character name on the show was John Locke from sociology. Not all the way through, but pretty much similar. And there was a lot of similarities.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's like a lot of stuff like on TV that I done seen that that was like a whole lot of stuff. It was like deep, but it was like I was like, man, it's like people don't really, if you ain't pay attention, you'll just miss it. Like you remember the show on NBC? It was called Awake, but they only had like one season.
I believe that I did do remember that show
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. I mean, it was kind of like it was interesting, like the way this detective, like it's like once he had that accident, he wake up in one world. He I mean his wife is still alive, but his son is dead. But then when he go to sleep, he wake up in another world where his son's alive and his wife is dead. And he's like constantly going back and forth between these worlds every time he goes to sleep. And it's like they're similar, but but certain things are different. And and it was like towards the end, it was like certain there were like people that knew why he was why what was happening to him, but we never really got to find out what happened to him because they didn't renew the season.
Oh wow. See, I hate when that happens. And I
Yeah,
like corny shows. I really do. I like them corny shows and for some reason they never get um scheduled again. I get so irritated.
yeah. I was like, what was the big secret? Why is he doing it? It's like pretty much him say like you'll never know because we're done.
Yep, that's how they do it. Now, was it based off of a book or anything? Do you know?
I'm not sure. But I mean, I know they had one interesting concept, like just like with dreams and all that. Cause I think I had said it maybe. I think I might have said in your stream or something like that. I believe that dreams were like were were like were like parallel dimensions or something like that. Alternate dimensions. I mean, I was like saying like every time I feel like somebody goes to sleep, I feel like you're going into a different dimension every time you're going to sleep because it's like you become a different person and you're doing different stuff and it's like you always kind of return to this one, but like every time you go off and go to sleep, you're going off somewhere else and the place is different. Now I say probably you may have one where you might go to the same one again, but for the most part you're just going to different. Seems like you're going to different places. So
See, I don't though. I know that's weird. I haven't in years, in almost 15 years. I'm literally
hmm,
able to control my dreams. And I always
yeah,
wonder, what does it mean? Because it's the same exact two dreams. There's only two places I go. So
hmm.
I don't never have different dreams. They're always the same place, which is really weird. And it's always a continuation or a repeat. It may be a repeat, but it may be a different version of the same place with the same people. It's odd. So
It
I don't
may.
know.
I mean, I mean, since say you say you can control your dreams, you might have been able to found a world that you actually call your own. So you probably don't need to travel other worlds unless you want to. So you
Right. And
probably
I'm
so
thinking
you
that
can
must
say
be it.
yeah. I'm like assuming you must have created your own world.
It's a beautiful world. It's an island. It's always the same beautiful place.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Speaking of islands, like it sounds like you got your own Destiny Islands there. I know you played Kingdom Hearts.
You know what? But see, the thing was, I got the first one. So I got the first one. It's sitting probably downstairs. Um, and I don't know why. I just didn't like it. My husband thought I was gonna like it since I like a lot of RPG games, specifically Final Fantasy is my stuff. Like I'm on it. But I just when I got it, I was like, I don't really like it. So I don't know. You kind of inspired me. I may have to go back and try it and see again. I kept saying I was gonna go back, but I couldn't get into it.
Did you? I mean, did you go on an adventure, or were you just on Destiny Island?
I don't even remember now because you know King.
So what happened? Kids, you there?
What's wrong? You can't hear me?
It was like you had said something and it just cut out, but you're back now.
Oh, I was
Yeah, you're
gonna say
back.
I was. I'm sorry. I was saying I couldn't remember where I was at because it was the first one, so it was a while ago. It had to be at least 2 or 3 years ago, at the very least. Maybe
Okay,
I'll go
yeah,
back and try it.
yeah. I mean, it's like once you start getting into the adventures, it's like kind of like sucks you into it. I mean, but I mean, Kingdom Hearts doesn't necessarily RPG, but I mean, it's still pretty fun. I think the only thing that probably like irritates you is like the optional battles because they have like two. I mean, they have like so they have more than two, but they have two at Hercules World where one where you have to fight the Ice Titan, and then another one where you fight Sephiroth, which he's like the hardest optional boss of the whole game. You know, it's not necessary to beat him, but you know, it's kind of like yeah, you know, if you trying to beat everything, you know, he gonna be the hardest one you have to face. But then I think there are two more, you know, off world. There's one at the clock tower, like a phantom. You had to you had to fight, and then another one is it's called Kurt Caesar. It's like some kind of heartless machine or something like that. But other than that, yeah, those like optional bosses you can like you know face in the game. You get it. You know, yeah. Like I said, once you probably start getting out in the adventure and stuff like that, and start really playing it. I'm pretty sure you'll probably like it. It's probably probably didn't you probably were just doing the missions on Destiny Islands, which I was like, yeah, 'cause I gotta see like they kind of boring because they just kids just playing and stuff like that. So,
Now you said optional bosses, so you actually have the option of what bosses you want to fight?
well, it's like bosses that like you can choose to face or you know you can choose not to. You know, kind of like, you ever play like Final Fantasy 7?
Yeah.
You know how you have like there like be bosses like you could choose to fight or not like the red material balls or the material bosses underwater. You can
Okay.
choose to fight them, but you don't. But it's not necessary to beat
Okay.
them.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, like that.
Now, how are you recording yourself while you playing these games?
Oh, I use a screen recorder.
Okay, you're using the screen, but you're playing it on your phone?
Yep,
Really? I think
yep, yeah.
My Kingdom of Hearts is for the PS4. Is it for my PS4? I think my Kingdom Hearts is for PS4. I don't think I mean, I have a DS, but I don't think it was in my DS. I believe it was a
I don't.
PS4 game.
Yeah, I think the only DS game they had for Kingdom Hearts was 358/2. I think that was the only one they had for DS, but the original one was on PS2.
Okay, so that I know it had to be PS2. Okay, so it's on the PS2. I mean, I got both. I'm literally looking up. I got every damn thing. It's ridiculous. I'm looking at both of them right now. I'm looking at a PS2 and a PS4. Okay. But I knew it was one of the systems. But yeah. It wasn't a DS. It definitely wasn't my DS.
Yeah,
Okay.
cause like I use like a gaming emulator to play it. So
Oh wow.
yeah, so even though like emulators have like that those on screen controls, I usually take them off and I have a Bluetooth controller, so that way I ain't gotta you ain't gotta see the buttons in the way. You know, you can see everything else.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you. Hmm.
tell you, technology done came a long way. You know, you back then you never thought you could play multiple console games on your phone.
From ColecoVision, right? It went from ColecoVision to I'm old. ColecoVision, Atari. I'm real old.
I remember Atari. It wasn't necessarily my time, but yeah, I was like, I remember it because it was still, it was still like I think Atari kind of lasted for a while, you know, as a classic game.
Yeah. Well, it was ColecoVision first, then Atari, of course, Nintendo, and what was it, Dreamcast, and all that stuff. So yeah, it definitely has came a really long way. That's that technology. That's that AI right there for you.
Right.
Because now, but then remember when they came out with the Xbox and you can play tennis and it was so more virtual tennis and bowling and Mario Go Kart and there's so many things. So
And I mean now that ain't got the graphics and the gameplay so real. It almost look like you're there.
hmm now you can play with others. My husband, he still does like well, I slow down, but he's always like Call of Duty and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, if I could figure out how to play with somebody on one of these games here through my phone, oh, best believe you'll be the first person to call. Like, yeah, Kizzy, yeah, message like Kizzy, you want to play?
You wanna play this game? I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
that's too funny.
yeah. I'll do gameplay sometimes. It's like most people, if like the gameplay like the last thing I did, like, oh well, it's like, oh, well, I'm not really into games. I'm like, I do more than games. I do more than games. Literally video right behind it won the game. I I used to then look like I said, do people look past the first video they just said they see?
Not the first video.
uh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like it was like when I did the video on like AI, like I was like, I have like a series called like Rabbit Hole Talk where I get in real deep, at least try to get deep
Mhm.
as I can anyway.
Right.
Yeah, I
Look at
be
Wild
good.
Boy came in here talking about they already got robots that can shoot more accurate than humans. Where was you at, Wild Boy? Where were you?
Probably doing something you end up business doing.
Yeah, because he came in like they already have robots. Like, huh?
Right.
Oh man, that's my boy. That is my boy. He said, "Nah, I'm gonna keep up. I'm gonna keep up." Shoo, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause I remember we were talking about like Elon. He was like Elon Musk did something. I'd heard what he said about it, but
Oh
I would
yeah,
say you on
he
the
did
phone.
mention something about it. You're right. I forgot he did.
Yeah, I think I might have sent you a message. I don't know if you had seen it on Instagram. I was like, see if you wanted to do a podcast. Like I was thinking about doing a rabbit hole talk podcast. Pick a topic once a week. I mean, if you had time, I don't know, but
Oh, you sent me a message? Okay,
yeah,
so listen, I'm
yeah,
gonna put it in my head to check my Instagram because it's not my original Instagram. I made it specifically for Kizzy's Corner, but I
yeah,
always forget, and I've actually been adding people to that Instagram, so I may need to go at
yeah.
least
Like
one
yeah,
time a day and check.
yeah. I was thinking like you probably didn't even check. Like, you
I
probably just added me
didn't.
and just slip. I was like, oh, okay.
I didn't. I didn't even know. But I'm with the one time a panel. But like I said, sometimes I do go out of town. So like
Yeah, yeah. I
um,
mean, yeah, yeah,
last week, like and it's normally during the weekends when I go take trips out of town. But like next week, I'll be out of town, and the following week after, I'll be out of town. But if you guys have a live you want me to join or anything during the weekday, let me know. I'll be
mm,
down, and that way I can write it down and know what I'm gonna do or whatever. And I just make
yeah,
sure I check Instagram or you know what I'm saying. Like
yeah. I was kind of thinking like cause I had figured out Anchor is like you can make like a podcast on the phone. It's like okay, well you can do like rabbit hole talk podcast. You know, you
I'm
know.
on Anchor too.
Okay, you on Anchor too? Okay, so it's like I already had the battle right there.
I haven't uploaded nothing to it. I'm telling you,
Uh,
I promise you though, I'm grinding. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying.
yeah, yeah. I
I
mean,
created it last year. I just hadn't uploaded anything to it. And so initially what I was going to do was start taking some of the things, conversations I have over here, and I was going to upload it to Anchor. But if I can get more people over on Anchor, that would be idea. Also, you don't have that
yeah,
many restrictions. You know, we can kind of
yeah,
flow.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I was like, because I like saying, I was like, oh wow, it's okay. I say it make it real easy to to make a podcast. I'm like, okay, and you can invite people on it. I was like, oh yeah, that's
hmm And you make
invited.
money from it. You know, you can make that's
Yeah,
easy to make money on Anchor because you don't have there's no specific requirements or
yeah,
anything like that. You just they automatically start placing those ads. So yeah.
yeah. I was like, oh wow, yeah, I seen that. I was like, okay, that's
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
definitely with it. Oh, Max said he was on the phone. That's why he laughing. I know you all late talking about robots shooting people. We was talking about video games. Hey, Mahogany.
Yeah, I said, yeah,
Well, he just dropped the link. Did any of you guys want to come up here and talk about maybe, we were talking about AI, but the conversation has kind of went around.
we were freestyling.
We were. I'm gonna check my Instagram because I would hate for that, and especially since I'm telling people now, everybody's like, "What's your Instagram? What's your Instagram?" They weren't like that before on YouTube, and so now everybody is asking about Instagram. So I probably need to be a little bit mindful of that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like I mean, me before I wouldn't even really use Instagram, but it's like, yeah, it's like if you want to try to, promote some, kind of got to start using social media.
Yeah. It's a lot, isn't it? What are your plans for your channel? Are you here just to have fun? Are you trying to do something? Like what exactly is your plans for your channel?
I think just connecting, have people think, try to build something that, build a positive space, where people can, come and share ideas. We ain't got to always agree, but just really try to make some big happen. Just create somewhere anybody can where we can really help each other and really build together. That's
I like that. I like that. Okay.
I think I win like this job. I think like when I first came, I think you might have like 147 or something, and you about to pass me as subscribe. I'm like, okay, I see you. I mean, doing
I've
it.
been grinding. I really have. I've been grinding, grinding.
Yeah, I mean, it's like me. I'm a celebrate. Somebody doing well. I ain't, I don't even do that hating stuff. It's like, okay, well, I only see the point of hating. Like, yeah, you hate because you done gave up, but if you want to, if you want to get up that level, yeah, I mean, you see that motivation. Hey, you better step the game up.
Gotta do it. Gotta do it. I appreciate all you guys though, because even as and that's what I was saying earlier, especially I'm going into more growth streams and connecting with people like that. But I love when I see, you or Wow Boy or Mahogany come in because I'm like, okay, those are my day ones. Day ones are different from subsequent subscribers. It's not that they don't matter, they do, but it's a different relationship. You know that those people are there literally to support you. So
Yeah, 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 and I was kind of glad I just like looked at it. I was like, okay, let me see what's, yeah, I was like just seeing because I was looking for like different spots to go to because I just wanted to broaden my horizon. Like, okay, I mean, I see some of the stuff you put on. Like, okay, that seems very interesting. I need to go check this out. So I was like, oh, hit that subscribe button. And then I think that day you had like a live stream like hopped up on. Okay,
Yeah.
Like I'm like
I
what I'm
was
hearing.
thankful you came up. Huh?
Yeah, I said I was like say I like what I hear. Like, okay, let me go and hop up and see what I can add to the conversation.
And you were good. You fit right on in. I said, "Oh no, I said he on it. He's on it." So you fit right on in. I said, "No, I wasn't
Yeah,
saying he was dumb because he get everything. He understand. I'm just saying
yeah,
he good. You know what I'm saying? So I like that. And like I said, I like people that because I don't know everything. So and I don't.
right.
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do. If I don't know it, I don't know it. But I do like when people are able to teach me. You know.
Yeah, I mean, most, I mean, most people gonna see, they got like all this, they'll study all these books and all. I'm like, I mean, I try, but sometimes you gotta go off of what, your own thinking, your own thoughts sometimes. So
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a studier. In fact, I need to
yeah,
do a phone purge because I have so many different things that I want, like I was studying and I want to do it on my channel. But I am
hmm
realizing there's some people who can flow off the top of their dome, but don't be misled. Most of these people that you're around and they're kind of successful YouTubers, they
yeah,
actually have a script. You know, they may not
yeah,
follow it tightly, but they do have a script and they have studied what they're going to talk about before they get on that panel.
yeah, I can kind of tell. But they make it work for them. So.
Oh, they do. They do. They make it work. They make it work. Okay, so you're gonna try to when do you plan on doing your live or have you decided yet? Your
All
next
the
panel
time.
discussion.
Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna try to do it Sunday. And, I mean, I guess if people want to do it another day of Thursday seem pretty good, I might do it Thursday. I mean, I guess I probably try to see what people think and what would be better for most people. And if Thursday work out, then I'll just come back and do it on Thursdays or someday I'm off because I'm usually off on Thursdays and Fridays, but Saturday and Sundays I'm usually off at night. So I'm usually work through the day on Saturday and Sunday. So
All
today
right,
I'm just
well keep me posted. Make sure you keep me posted.
oh yeah, I most certainly will. I guess since you now gonna check, cause I know the way to contact you on the IG, cause I didn't.
I'm a check. I'm a check. Because like I said, I'm referring way too many people are asking, and I'm referring them to this IG, and they're like, "Oh, I'm following you." I'm like, "Okay, let me get this IG in order." Okay.
Yeah, I probably I definitely need to promote my IG really, cause I have not promoted it.
I haven't either. I can't stand social media if we really want to be honest about the situation.
I don't either. Like I remember it took me a while to even want to go on Facebook. I was barely doing MySpace. I was like. Like I was really, you should try Facebook. It's fun. It's cool. And I was like, I don't really want to do it. And they kept bugging me about it. It was like to the point, like, all right, I'll try it. It was just like it got too much. Like, okay, I'll try it. All right, fine. I'll try it. See what it's about.
I keep it because one thing about it is it's the easiest way for me to connect with family and friends and peep in and say hi. Because I'm not really a telephone person. Like I'll
Mm.
talk on the phone if somebody calls me, but I'm one of those people where I can offend you because it's like she never calls me, and I'm like it's so not intentional. But if you call me, I promise you I will pick up the phone. Like I'm in my own world a lot of the time.
I do the same thing. I will, I will not call for periods. I'd be like, man, you heard from whatever. Like I'll be,
Yeah. So it's not definitely done on purpose. Purpose. Mahogany says she's
yeah,
interested in too many things. That's why we were just talking about, and I was like, if you interested in a lot of things, I'm interested in a lot of things. So at first I was trying to find a particular like, oh, my channel will focus on this. Yeah, I'm on that Kizzy's Corner channel. I'm gonna talk about whatever I want to talk about. I'm not gonna even worry about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, yeah, I didn't worry about it either because it's like, okay, well, it's I know like that. Yeah, just because it's like that, but I'm like, I'm not gonna limit myself to that. So I said, well, I guess I expect a slow growth, but I mean, I have gotten a little bit of growth, connecting with y'all, and I guess like some people have found me and joined. I don't know, how regularly gonna be coming around or whatever, but I
Your
mean,
vibe will attract your tribe. I'm gonna try to start doing more growth streams and stuff. Some people run their growth streams for a really long time. So like when you came in tonight, especially as I'm going along, the people I meet, we'll probably end up meeting the same people along the lines, but
yeah,
try to do that where my people can connect and grow their platform because that's what I was trying to tell them. Like, rather people don't realize it or not, we are in a very particular a very specific sector. And unfortunately, I don't want any of us to be stuck in this box where we see the same content creators, but it's only like three or four of them on top. That's not the
right,
reality of YouTube. So, since I'm knowing that now, I'm like, no, what I know, I'm going to start doing growth streams over here. That's why I said I wasn't, when a lot of things were happening, I said, I'm not taking myself out of this algorithm because I don't want to leave my people behind. So I'm gonna start
yeah,
doing the growth streams. And when you guys see me do those growth streams, come in there. You don't have to connect with everybody, but connect with people that you think you may vibe with, or if you're trying to grow your platform. Because if you stay stuck in this particular, as they call it, black sector, you're not gonna get far. It's very clicked up everywhere you go.
yeah, yeah. I don't really think I really even consider myself a part of like like said YouTube, even though I'm cool with people in that sector. I don't think I'm really considered part of black sector. I mean, even though majority of my audience is black, you know,
Well, what
uh,
happens, and that's what I was telling people, whether you consider yourself or not, that
yeah,
that computer generates us from me being over here or any of the other contents that creators that I'm talking to, because we all have our thing we like. And it
yeah.
also looks at the places that you visit. And that's what your recommendations um are based off of. And so whether you like it or not, they kind of stick you in a particular area. That's how the algorithm works.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, but lately I've been all over the place, so it's
Oh,
kind of
you'll be
hard to pin me.
good.
It's trying to pin me down. Kind of hard to pin me down right now. Be like, oh, you over here this time. Now you way over here. You
You
over.
messing up they thought. You messing up they thought. So
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
good. But if you that's good that you're visiting different places. A lot of us don't. So if
yeah,
you're one of those people that don't, you'll definitely be stuck in there. So that's a good thing.
yeah. I mean, cause I know, like those creators who content creators like, hey, we share the same audience, man. I'm not exactly sharing all the same audience, but
Hmm.
but I get what you say.
Hmm. No, but that's it. You got to still diversify. So that's
Yeah,
good. You said you branching out, which is good because it won't put you just recommending people over here. You know what I'm saying, or in a particular
yeah.
area.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, because they be recommending me all different type of stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well. I mean, they be recommending me streams people I ain't never heard of, or things I ain't never seen. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay.
You know what I found myself watching last night? And it was weird. It was like one of them, it was like the YouTube rabbit hole. It was this white guy he made a 1 carat diamond ring out of a hex nut. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen that.
He has like 33 million views. And I was like, first of all, I was like, why is this on my feed? Number one. And I was like, and how the hell is he gonna make a 1 carat diamond ring out of a nut, right? And so I literally sat here and watched it. It was like 20 something minutes. It was the most calming, relaxing thing that I watched. And then at the end, his focus was, it was beautiful. Honestly, I found it to be beautiful. The way he was just like so focused and intent on making this ring, and it turned out absolutely gorgeous. And then at the end, it shows him rolling away in a wheelchair. And I was like, no wonder why this video went viral. So,
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes YouTube will just like put like certain channels there. I remember like I would see like remember like I seen videos of this guy that would make like some molten aluminum. Then he would pour it down an anthill, and then after he poured down the anthill, I guess like after it solidified and all that, he would dig it up. And after he dig it up, you would he would pull out of the ground and you would see you would see the shape of it like all the little tunnels and stuff they had made in the hill, but it's hardened by the thing. So
wow,
they had like
that's
a
neat.
very beautiful design. I'm like, wow, like I mean like the poor ants, but
I was thinking that, like, he should have put a disclaimer at there, like, no ants were killed in the making of this. Yeah, but that sounds pretty. So, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, that's. I mean, it's interesting to see that. I mean, and of course, like I think I've seen like videos like where they would try to they would use this crushing machine, like machine they would use to crush rock stuff like that. They'll use like try to crush certain stuff, see it will crush, or I'm sure you probably seen the 1,000 degree knife where they try to see if it'll cut through certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Like the night be so hot that it's actually shining.
Yeah.
Oh
Tomorrow's with the
man.
16th. No, they're going to let them finish out this week, and then they're going to pull them for the whole week next week. You better not come home with nothing in that one day, I'm assuming. Like, you should have pulled them out earlier.
Yeah, I mean they had like they had like different videos like that. It'd be like different videos I might not even thought about even looking for, and they just have it just put out there sometimes. So it's the algorithm definitely interesting.
Yeah, the algorithm, and learning how to work within that algorithm is even more interesting. So, yeah.
I don't even think I really even work within the algorithm. I think I just be. I guess it's like, hey, you moving too different. Well, I guess it's like talking about moving mysterious ways. I mean, I guess even the algorithm trying to keep up with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can't even see the chat. What are they saying?
I mean, I think it was just like Wild Boy say, "Hey, Hagen," Wild Hagen say hi to him, but I think it's pretty much it so far.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I think you probably should get this thing. I don't know if you probably got to get up in the morning or something like this. Or,
I'm a night owl, but I am probably going to get off when I get off with you, and probably either I always got some type of work to do. So I'm one of those people that's a night owl, but my sleeping has been odd since my birthday. Like, I literally went to sleep about after I got back from the gym. I say maybe about 8 o'clock. I woke up at 3. I've been doing this for since the 20th of February. It's the oddest thing ever. But
okay.
I guess this is what my body needs. So I don't know, but I'm probably going to either do some work or do something around the house. I'm not quite tired yet, but I always got something to do.
I'm a night owl too. I mean, I think it's probably like gonna be up. I'll probably be up maybe around like 4 or 5, maybe even. I mean, but probably be about 4 or 3. It's been 3 or 4 lately, but I mean, I could probably stay up later depending on what I'm doing.
Hmm.
If I'm just watching somebody, yeah, I may fall asleep around 3 something. But yeah, I'm not.
Mahogany said, I'm like an old lady. I'm sleepy now. Oh my gosh. But it's 12 o'clock, so I can understand.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You are the East Coast, aren't you?
I think I'm an hour ahead of you, right?
Yeah, yeah.
hmm
Yeah, I mean, it's the first time I see. I think it's like first time I see Mahogany come in the chat. But yeah, I mean, I
Oh
appreciate
yeah.
her. I know she subscribed to me, but you know, cause I
You've
remember,
been to her chat though before, right? Didn't I see you in there?
yeah, I came that once. I even came on the panel, cause I was like, yeah, I said finally get to catch one of the live streams and actually get on the panel. You know, had a good discussion. So
hmm Mahogany is a firecracker. Yeah, she's a little firecracker. And I'm waiting for her. She's supposed to be doing her live. We've been saying we were gonna do these lives. We haven't been able to create a schedule where we can do a collab yet. But I mean, I've been on her panel and stuff like that, but where we actually, okay, this is what we're gonna do, what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna do it one day though. It's gonna happen.
yeah, man, you gotta plan it out.
Yeah.
I've been trying to do something like where people can, I guess like can't rely on something, be like, oh yeah, well, no, it'll come on that time, but I know that would take time anyway, but cause I'll just do stuff randomly.
Like whatever hits you, that's what you go talk about. Some people can do that. Some people can do that. I'm starting to learn that if I guess as your subscribers go up, you can probably do that a little bit more freely, but sometimes it's just better to like let people know, like, okay, we're gonna discuss this. You know what I'm saying? Because then
Yeah.
people can actually like I'm a studier, so I'll be like, okay, then I would have had all the information on AI. It's like, okay, I know what I'm talking about. So some people are they got to be mentally prepared, and some people can just spit it out on the spot. Like it just depends on the
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, the thing about Streamlab is I can actually, I mean, StreamYard, is that I could actually schedule. I actually schedule, the
You can
stream.
schedule
So
it through YouTube too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I mean, like StreamYard do a schedule through YouTube, but the only thing is you gotta watch through YouTube on the StreamYard to actually see it, but everybody else can see it, without StreamYard. But it was like the person who actually scheduled it. You have to watch. You have to go through StreamYard to look at or do a view through YouTube to actually see like your stream come up. I mean, of course, unless you're live, but other than that, yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty much it. Oh, hey, St. Louis Hair Natural Expo.
I think I'm subscribed to her, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, I guess getting subscribe to me. I mean, it'd be like some people I will see it. It'd be like, yeah, I think I might see her subscribe early, but I appreciate you coming through. Yeah, I mean, I always let people come through.
Absolutely. Shout out to everyone who came through and showed love to Zero. Make sure you smash that like button.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't have to come through, but you did.
Yes. You could have been anywhere, but you're here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right place, right time. You came at the right time. But,
Oh, she said she
yeah.
only did one open panel. Okay.
Okay, okay. Well, I guess that was the one that came on then.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I think I'll be like I'll try to catch certain people and I'll miss them because either I was probably doing something else or I was at work, so I couldn't even really I wasn't even really checking it like that. Because usually, I mean, sometimes I used to be at work and I would be look at YouTube like that sometimes. And just been lately, I don't even at work I don't even really look at YouTube like that. But if I having to turn it on to catch somebody. And I'll come on. But if not, then
Hmm.
it is what it is. I used to get people to come through on the gaming streets. Cause I think I remember one time it was like a whole conversation. They was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It depends on what you're doing. You'll be surprised if you have some people come on. I find going live, I have more views or likes just going
Yeah,
live opposed to uploading videos. But if I do upload a video, I think that I'm gonna have to figure out like what is a good time frame. I think people like conversing with the content creator because I know I do when
yeah, I
I'm in
mean,
other people chat. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, if you just upload video, then if you just upload video, you can actually do a premiere where you can actually just show it and you can converse with the people in the chat while your video's going on.
yeah, but I think that only works like sometimes, depending on what the video is and how long it's running. Because last year, that's what I was always doing. I was always just doing premieres, and everybody was like, go live," and I was like, no, not really. So I would be in there like typing with them, like, okay, like I'm here though.
Right.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah, I think people want that TV experience, watch on the TV. Like, yeah, favorite show coming on. Kids' Corner. Kids' Corner
Exactly.
is presented to a live studio audience.
Put a laugh track and everything on there,
Yeah,
okay?
applause and all that.
Wow Boy said no sports. Yo, they are shutting down the sports. Isn't that crazy? He
Yeah,
said
yeah, I heard
YouTube
about.
about to be crazy as F. Mm,
It's just like the fear of making people crazy. But I mean,
yeah,
cause
the
like I
fear.
think, cause I think I walked. I think I went to Walmart. If I went to Seven Price tonight, and like it was like people over there buying so much stuff. I was like, oh, okay, the scare is real.
Oh yeah, it's definitely real. But I was laughing because I was in the chat earlier, and the lady was like, "What's up with the toilet paper?" And I was thinking the same thing. We barely could find toilet paper a few days ago. Like, are you guys serious? We gonna do with the toilet paper, baby?
But you know what I kind of think? I think they put that scare there so people would buy all that stuff, and all these corporations making all this money, people buying all this stuff to go prep.
Well, see, that's what I was trying. I don't want to mislead anybody because I don't know what's going on, but that's what I kind of was. I think my people got it. What I was saying to them, like, y'all do know we in a recession, right? So, not to be funny, everything
Yeah,
happens in a very timely manner. It's just
yeah,
not publicized that we're in a recession. So, if they could, yes, go buy. Let's boost the economy so much more. This is a perfect way of doing it
yeah.
without you realizing, like, yo, no, we're actually in a recession. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's like the last time recession. I think it actually started in 2006, and we only found out about it 2 years later.
yeah, exactly. It started a little bit last year, but it's actually coming more into play this year. You
Yeah,
can start seeing
yeah,
the effects, especially with the stock market and everything going down. So you're seeing the effects, but they haven't made us go into a panic yet. But there's always something behind something. So I want people to be prepared just in case it's real or there's a real threat. But yeah.
yeah. Yeah. As far as recession, I think it probably was actually earlier, but we kind of just see a lot more last year.
Hmm.
But yeah, I was like, man, I was like, all these people down there. If you looking for some water bottles, like a case of, they all gone. Took all of them.
All of them.
Yeah, it was like I was like Walmart, like, man, they snatched up everything. People out these baskets, like, I was like, okay. Cause I was
What is
like,
this stuff?
cause I think I even asked, like, so what's the point of doing all this prepping? Like, I mean, I mean, as far as like buying all this stuff, if you know, cause
You have the old adage, it's better safe than sorry. And so I wouldn't want anyone to be caught in a situation and not have those items. But
what was the what they buy? Like, what, like maybe the power go out or something?
they might well.
I said, so what do you think what might happen? What, like the power might have went out or
No, I don't. I
something?
don't think the power is going to go out. Last year, that was the thing with the power outage. Um, they were. It was a big thing with the power grid, but most public didn't know that, and that was also part of the government shutdown. That's why I said there's always something behind something. So um, I don't think that that's necessarily the case. I do think that eventually something is in the air. I also believe that there's little small tests that's always put in place, especially as far as if it comes to martial law. They've been trying to
Yeah.
implement martial law for at least the past 2, 3 years, if you actually think about it. From when,
Well, probably longer than that, cause they already had like the FEMA camps set up, and they already trained Homeland Security to gun down innocent, I mean, gun down citizens if they have to. You know, they trained them by, like, dressing people up like zombies, and just price shooting them.
yeah,
Get them in the habit of, like, if they have to do it, that's what happened.
yeah. So there's other things that's in the mix, and so
Yeah,
sometimes you got to use your brain and you got to dig deep. I know that a lot of things are entertainment, but we got to get out of that. Oh, we want to be entertained and actually start looking at in other areas, things that you may not really want to pay attention to because there's things there. And so even this situation, it's almost like a test too to see how everybody is going to react
yeah,
to certain
yeah,
situations.
yeah. Cause I was thinking about that too. I'm like, why are they telling people all this? Cause like if it was really that, you know, like that serious as they said it would, they would have held back for a while. I mean, they might say like, yeah, it was happening, but they wouldn't have played it up like as much as they did.
No, because you know that you would create mass hysteria. And
Yeah,
so
right.
we have people in there buying up bottled waters and Lysol. And like I told people today, there's nothing wrong with Lysol. But if you're in your home, what the hell are you going to do with Lysol? You can't do anything with Lysol.
Right.
Okay? Nothing, absolutely nothing, but spray and wipe down something. You need some bleach. And so this is very telling, even with me going to the store, and like I told them, the things that people are grabbing up, what are you going to do with them? Like
Yeah.
reality, like what are you going to do with these things?
Yeah, I was that was what I was thinking when I seen some stuff people buying. I'm like, okay, how's this gonna help you against the coronavirus?
Absolutely. It's not. Like it literally is not. It literally is not. So that
Yeah,
just means that some people have work to do. And that's why I always try to say, like, even though I'm telling people stuff, I have to revert and just think like, oh, like an average person, because I do my prepping on an extreme end.
yeah,
Um, but I know that that's not for everyone. But it's definitely, we saw what happened to Katrina, so it's important that people are
right,
prepared for situations, but they need to be realistically prepared. Like it's interesting. So I'm gonna see how this is gonna play out. I'm actually going to the grocery store to pick up a couple things in the morning, but I'm glad I'm not like paranoid where it's like, oh my God, it's Armageddon right now type thing.
right. I mean, what I mean. That's kind of like it was like the reason I ain't really even want to even do a stream talking about talking about that was because I ain't want to, be like, I say something might people whip people in more of a fear and panic, more of a panic. I ain't trying to, not trying to contribute to that.
Yeah, I
I'm,
mean,
I,
but
I
at
mean,
this point, that's what my mom just asked me. At this point, they are shutting down schools and different things like that.
yeah,
Um, I'm more interested in these cases and who are these people? Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but who are
yeah.
these people? Have anybody been on the camera yet? Like, oh, I had the corona. Like,
I see you over here, thinking similar questions I was just thinking about earlier. I was like, I said, yeah, I'm like thinking like, I said, do they know anybody who actually had it and who actually died from it? You know what I'm saying? They were saying somebody died from it. Like,
okay, who was
yeah,
that?
who? Yeah,
I mean, rest in
right,
peace, but who? Like, what happened?
right,
Yeah, sometimes the government plays games and we know it. And so
yeah,
let's just be for real. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I mean, even sometimes they might put a crisis act there. They like say, oh yeah, I got it, and blah blah blah, and trying to make it more than what it is. I'm saying,
yeah. Hmm.
but I mean, I kind of, it's like, yeah, you have a crisis act, but I be kind of feeling bad, like when they really cover up something that's big. It's like if you play one of the crisis actors, cover it up. You might get paid, but you might not make it later on because you a loose end.
You know that now that part is true. You know people are realizing more and more now that they do have that is real about the crisis actors. But you're
Yeah,
right because if you're one of those people on there faking, like, yeah,
yeah. I
that
mean,
is
because
that is a loose end. That was a good point, actually.
yeah, I mean, because if you're covering up something that, like, even if you may not realize what is happening at that time, you gonna realize once it really hit the news like that.
Mm.
So yeah, like once you come news, then they just gonna want to shut you up.
Hmm.
They don't even want you to get the opportunity to even say anything. Because I mean,
Now
even if you may not,
my whole you're right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, like I say, even if you may not say nothing, they not gonna know you not gonna say nothing. So it's like they gonna be like it's better safe than sorry.
Right.
So yeah. Well, so what were you saying? I mean,
I was gonna say, I forgot. T.
um,
I forgot just that quick.
damn, I said let you.
Oh
Well,
man.
you lost train. Thought the train to come back.
Eventually.
Yeah, you catch the train again. You catch that train. It'll come back.
Good job. Let's see. What Wild Boys say? They talking about so they're gonna watch they got it all planned. St. Louis Natural Hair Expo and Wild Boy. They're gonna watch bull games on YouTube. They ready. They ready. He said I was in Katrina when it hit Florida as a tropical storm, then it bounced back out on the water, then hit New Orleans. Again, I mean, we don't need to really go into Katrina. But really bad, unfortunate situation for the people in New Orleans. But as we have realized that there was knowledge of what was going to happen prior, right? So don't tell
Yeah,
me they won't cover stuff up because they will.
yeah. And sometimes truth. I mean, the truth don't get out of it. I mean, it's kind of like and with like Gary Webb when he exposed the reason why the government was selling crack in black neighborhoods. It was a fund of war in
Hmm.
Nicaragua.
Hmm.
They made a game out of it called Contra.
That's right.
I was like, and I was like, man, I was like, yeah, he exposed it. And then I think like once the story got too big, like with a book called Dark Alliance. Like they once they got too big, they started shutting people up. They were like started ruining his career, and then eventually, they ended up killing him. They said it was suicide, even though it was two shots, two bullet holes in the back of his head.
Right.
But it was suicide though.
Hmm.
And they made a movie about it 2 or 3 years ago called Kill the Messenger.
See, I didn't know that part. I mean, I know the story of Contra, but the whole story you talked about, but I didn't know
Yeah,
it was an actual movie. Okay.
yeah. I mean, like Contra is like an actual military operation that they
Right.
use. Yeah, and Shoot the Messenger was a movie of that reporter exposing all of it. And I mean, and like pretty much like the whole selling crack in black neighborhoods was to fund the war because the government was not going to give Reagan any money to fund that war. So in Nicaragua, so he had to make it selling drugs like that, and of course like the three big drug kingpins who were CIA agents. Even though they were put on trial, they all got off. Only the black people that were working up under them got locked up. One of them, probably a lot of people probably heard his name, Freeway Ricky Ross.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, and I mean, even had like the guy who had played him, did his character. He was like saying, man, he said, y'all been talking. Yeah, he said, y'all think I know everything. He said, I'm just the elf.
Mm-mm-mm.
So I mean, it was kind of funny. It was like I think even at that one of them was a actual reporter of CNN. Another is like a head of a anti-drug campaign or something like that.
Right.
It's like because I mean, one scene I think it's either Wolf Blitz or Anderson Cooper, one of them two. I know it's one of them. But I mean, the national dudes, CIA run anyway because it's all information. So they control information. So if if you control information, then you can tell whatever you want to tell.
You sure can. Absolutely.
You can lead folks wherever you want them to go. Like, oh well, oh this is happening. Oh well, we gonna tell them this. Decide where this information goes.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, but I hope things get a little better because I'm like there's like virus scares like really messing with a lot of stuff because now people are scared to catch the virus, but it was just like you weren't concerned about it until you hit close to home until like there's a possibility it could kill you. Now you're health conscious now, but you weren't health conscious when this was happening.
They
You
sure
didn't even
won't.
care. You didn't even care. You were just coughing with your mouth open, not washing hands, doing all kind of nasty stuff. But now there's a disease that might kill you. Now it matters.
Yeah, it matters now, okay?
Yeah.
After you done passed all your cooties to everybody. It's so funny. People are really like that. I was at a birthday dinner this weekend, and why did somebody mess up and cough? And it was so funny because you could see everybody's face like they got real stiff, and everybody was looking around. I'm like, "Are y'all serious?" It was so funny. The whole room coughed. The whole ceremony. The whole ceremony. Everybody just got still and quiet. Like you're coughing.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't want no corona, but I don't want no coronavirus, but you over here coughing with your mouth open.
Exactly.
I'll be like, well, I always be like, mess people. I always do this to people like, yeah, it's like, hey, we don't want you spreading the coronavirus everywhere. They used to get them to start acting right. I remember I did it with my employees, like I my not employees, my coworkers, and I was like, I was messing with him. He like he had I guess he had touched the raw chicken. He was also saying, oh yeah, he said, you know the raw meat can eat coronavirus. He was like,
Wow.
he started watching it. Oh, I said, man, I'm just playing, man. He's like, nah, I'm gonna go wash my hands.
That is too funny.
Oh man, I
I've
said, I
been
get.
seeing the joke about drinking Corona beers. I'm like, you guys better stop playing.
I did a meme on that. I did
You
a
did a
meme.
meme with on a Corona beer.
Yeah. I just put it on my Instagram page. I was like, yeah, it's like he said. I forgot what I put on. I forgot what I put on there, but it was like it was cause like when I see the name Corona, I was like that's not like the beer.
Oh my god. Y'all better stop playing.
Man, I was like, man, I ain't worried about that coronavirus.
Oh, man.
I know a lot of people getting scared of, but it's like, I mean, truth be told, even if you, if it does come through, it's like, how much can you really do against it?
Oh,
If
that's
it
what I
just,
was gonna say. I was about to say there's no cure yet. There's no cure. There's no vaccine. So my thing is like you don't even know. I mean, what are you gonna do? Honestly,
well, I mean, I'm sure it's probably vaccine somewhere. They just not gonna give it out.
no, they haven't. They haven't came up with it yet.
Well,
They have
I mean,
not came.
well, I'm saying it's probably somewhere, but it's just not gonna be released out to the public.
Yeah, they have not came up. Well, according to them, they haven't came up with it. They got to figure out a formula so they could. So there's literally no cure. So even
Yeah,
when they're talking about quarantine and lockdown, I'm like, you guys don't even have the fix for it. So it doesn't even. I mean, not saying it doesn't matter because you want to try to control the spread of it. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying that there is no cure for it. And so you don't know how we're getting it. Are we getting it from the water? You don't know what. It could be the food. As funny as it is, it could be the food.
and like from what I've heard, like yesterday I listened to a radio station. It was like Char Willie and DJ Busy. They talked about I think they they were reading up on. They were like saying that I think they played some footage like where they said like even if you go to the hospital to get tested from it, there's no way to keep the people who may be infected from people who aren't. So you could probably go to the hospital and catch it. You might not even had it, then go to the hospital to get tested and catch it.
And see, that's what I was saying earlier. I was saying if you had knowledge on maybe first aid or CPR, the basis, if it really is a true instance, you would want to do all those things in the comfort of your home. The last place you would want to go is to the
Yeah,
hospital because you cut up in your finger when you could have did a suture and used some gorilla glue at home to, you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
you went to the hospital and got a whole virus, and so that's what I was telling people that those things are important to learn so you don't have to do that or whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I found a meme. Yeah, this is what I put. I said people be on the weekend like give me a ball of that coronavirus.
See, you going you said y'all better stop playing. Corona gonna come and get y'all
I
like
did
she
it.
a person.
I made this in January, so this was like before it even came over here.
Oh, did you? But they,
Yeah,
you know what? They're over there having issues because before they had Corona, they had that bird virus over there.
yeah, yeah. It seems like there's always some.
Hmm.
It always seems like there's some new virus every year or something like that. And then some they bring some throwbacks in there. So I'm just like, well. I guess I mean, it's like it seems like the viruses are like trending. And like, yeah, we had a virus this year. This year, this virus. Next year, it's gonna be that virus. So
Hmm.
I'm just gonna look at it like, okay, well, even this one, well, I mean, pretty soon people gonna forget about that one. Then another virus goes. They gonna name it. They gonna have a new virus that come out. People gonna be worried about that one.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, part of that is all you're gonna always have that kind of thing when well, first of all, let me just keep it real. A lot of things are manufactured, and let's say that if it even if it is true, people don't understand population control is real. They don't
Yeah,
understand it's too many of us here on this earth as far as the higher powers are concerned. And so, if it is such a thing, like you said, they won't give it out to you. They may not. They may pretend that they don't know what the remedy is until the job is done,
yeah. I mean, it's kind of like what Chris Rock said. He said, "They say no money in the cure. The money is in the comeback."
pretty much.
I mean, you think about how much stuff like is here that like it's only being treated, but could be cured, but for whatever reason they won't cure it.
Hmm.
I mean, for example, cancer can be cured, but they rather give that chemotherapy and mess your body up.
Yeah,
But think about it, if you cured any other kind of way other than the way they've been totally treated, that doctor can lose their license.
well, yeah. The truth of the matter is that's what they're there for. They're there to help you manage. Okay, help you manage whatever you got, not necessarily to cure it, which is horrible. But when you think about things like that, like cancer or HIV and stuff, we know that it's curable because love Dr. Sebi to death, but you're not going to tell me he's the only one who figured out how to cure cancer in the whole wide world or HIV. And so we know that he did it. It's not a speculation. He literally did it. And it's documented. And so even though he may not have he might have took the secret with him, we know it's doable. You understand what I'm saying? So more than
Yeah,
likely they would they're not going to tell it anyway because that's where the money is. The money is to get you to keep going to the doctors and keep doing those things, taking medications and get you on a medication on a regimen where you are dependent on that. And so again, that takes a lot of studying also, you know. If you really want to know, sometimes you got to dig deep and get into some of these books and learn, okay, well, what's the best way for us to handle these situations?
yeah, exactly. I remember I knew a herbalist for you, Dad. He had, I mean, he had like a good working knowledge of different types of herbs and oils and stuff like that. Like one thing he was big on was black seed oil.
Oh, yeah.
You know, tell me black seed can cure almost anything except death. I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah, some
But I
people are
mean,
big on that black seed oil.
yeah, but he had like different oils too. He was just like, I mean, he loved talking about that. But he had different types of oils for different types of things. But he just loved talking about black seed oil. That's all.
Hmm.
Yeah, he was like, oh, he talked about all kind of stuff. Like a lot of people, him talk to him. I mean, matter of fact, he had like, he was like a smart businessman and all that. So I mean, even though he had like a small shop, I mean, he was running stuff. He had some business. He had business smart. So like, he knew how to do certain things. I think like he even had like land. Like even when they started trying to buy up land or different stuff like that, he was like, man, he was like, yeah, he's like, I'm not not going, not gonna sell. I'm not gonna sell the lead. Oh, like yeah, it's like he said I'm gonna go ahead and like try to build up. So he plan on building up like a make it create a building so like he could make money from it, whatever on his land, whatever. But he never got a chance to do that, but he had died. So it's like
Well, a lot of people don't like speaking on that, herbal remedies and different things like that, especially when they start having really good curing formulas for
yeah,
people, because it's a known world fact that they don't want you to know, and how all these people, there's been a few different cases where people did have the remedies or the cure for something just through herbs, and what has happened is they've died miraculously through
hmm,
something. So there's a big fear when it comes to people teaching other people about herbs and stuff like that.
yeah. Yeah, I remember like they were like definitely against like any dance like anything like natural like 'cause I remember I think it was like Dr. Oz, he was like doing this 7 day thing, weight loss thing, use coconut oil. I mean, he was like sensationalizing it, but it was like it actually did it. And like people, and like doctors would come to him at the woodwork, like, "Oh yeah, you're making this up." Blah 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 blah. He's always say, "Yeah, I sensationalize it, but it works."
Wow.
And it was like doctors were coming out the woodwork trying to get at him. And then I remember like before that, I remember Suzanne Summers. I think she had cured cancer through an alternative way, and doctors were trying to disprove that and all that. It's like yeah, it only worked in her case, but it's not always gonna work or something like that.
Mm,
So it was like kind of like a way of trying to keep people from looking at different stuff. So
mm. I
I was
tell
like. I was like, wow, like yeah, it's real, it's real out there when it comes to natural cures. Like it's kind of funny how people will sit and act like the herbs are are like the crackpot stuff. It don't work, even though drugs probably been here maybe about like a century or two.
sure.
With like herbs been around for like thousands
Thousands of
thousands of
years.
years. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
And,
No,
and, and,
that don't
and,
work.
and like even the drugs have part of the herb in it.
Exactly. Or they just synthesize the same process that the drug would have did for you anyway, instead of you going to the same thing. So it's interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
So Wild Boy just said there's 1,600 affected with the coronavirus in the U.S. and there's been 41 deaths. That's what he just said. Was that just reported or what? Hey, Chef. Chef is in
Was
here.
a yeah, Chevrolet. Yeah, oh yeah, up in Dubai. Yeah, yeah. I said yeah. We were saying that earlier, Chef. We yeah. Say swear people making money. I was like, yep, that's what I was seeing when I looked at that at the store when people were buying all the stuff. I'm like, all the stuff being bought. I'm like, oh yeah, somebody, yeah. These companies making money right here. Like this had to be This had to been what they were trying to do, they knew people gonna be fearful, so it's like yeah, they come on, well you need to prep and all that, trying to make it sound like oh well, like everything about to be shut down or something. Like,
Well, let me ask you this, because this is something I heard. I remember it was
yeah,
going around maybe last week or the week before, and it was saying Black people can get infected by it. What I'm curious to know is, out of the 41 deaths, have we actually got the demographic on who these people are that's passing away? Um,
I
because
mean
then I
I
heard it was a rumor.
yeah. I don't know because I don't really keep up with news like that. But I probably think yes, he probably probably ain't gonna know who these people are. So even whether it's true or not. So it's kind of like yeah, it could be people actually dying, but then again, it's only it's only 41. I mean, it's like for me when it seemed like it hit the United States, it seemed very controlled. Like it didn't just immediately just spread out like crazy. Seemed like it was just like very controlled. Like it was slowly, doing it.
Yeah.
So I
Hmm.
mean, it's like of course, it's not designed to kill everybody, but if it is killing people, it's gonna kill those who consider the weakest or something like that, and try to cull them off, but try to kill them off, but at the same time, yeah, it's like yeah, population. Yeah, I mean, I've said that for too. Like it's population control. It's like it's obvious because they've been talking about it for a long time. Doing this population control. Like hell, they got like a big tablet in Georgia. I don't know if it's Atlanta. No, somewhere in Georgia they got like a tablet out there telling you what they gonna do.
Mm. Oh, you're talking about oh my gosh. It was this guy who did it years and years ago and he literally paid to have it there. That's what you're talking about, right?
Oh. So somebody just made it up.
Well, apparently it was done by some guy, some rich guy. I can't remember the story. Lord Jesus, that's when you have too much information. But it was because sometimes I can't remember. That's part of the reason why I
Yeah.
can't remember stuff because it's like everything is jumbled up in there. But
Right.
anyways, it was this rich guy, and he literally had made that. It was a stone tablet saying everything that was going to happen. And I wish I could remember his name, but whatever. Yeah, they do have that out in Georgia. He dedicated it to that place. It was millions of dollars or something he donated or something weird. One of those
Hmm.
weird ass things that some people do.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now, like now it's got to look because like people been referring to this thing for so long. Talking about this is what they, the leagues put up there, whatever. So, I mean, maybe not, maybe so. Now it's got to like maybe like okay, well, I don't know.
You know what? I need to look that back up. It's what is said on the tablet. It's really eerie. Does anybody in the chat know what we're talking about? The guy who put that weirdo like big stone tablet thing in Georgia, and it has like an inscription on it saying something. I don't know if they know what we're talking about, but yeah, it's some weird stuff. I'm gonna have to look it up now because that's gonna bug me.
Yeah, it's the Almighty Google.
And you know, the almighty Google. I was googling it. That's how early.
I just start joking like that. I'll ask the Almighty Google.
Telling you. Because I can't remember, but I remember it was a whole conspiracy theory behind that particular stone. And it really was odd, like on some odd stuff. And it
Yeah,
literally sits there by itself. Like it's not with anything else, it's just sitting there.
yeah, yeah. That's kind of like why I was like wondering like yeah, because like I remember like hear people like talk about it, and it's like well maybe there's something to it. I mean, but if it's just some guy put it there now, I'm like okay, well was it just that guy just put it up there?
No, it was just like he paid and he had it constructed. It cost millions of dollars to construct it. And supposedly it's even the way that it's sitting, it's like in a certain position. It's a weird story behind it. It's a really weird story behind it. Like it's positioned in a certain way and everything.
Hmm.
Hmm. I'm gonna have to look it up because I can't remember. I can't remember all the details off the top of my head, but I did see it and read about it and stuff.
Okay, let me see if I can find something on it.
Mhm.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so it is in Atlanta. Let's see. Well, it was saying somebody used a pseudonym called Robert C. Christian, and he said he approached the Alberton Granite Finishing Company on the behalf of a small group of loyal Americans. He put in quotation marks, air quotes, and commissioned the structure. Christian explained that the stones would function as a compass, calendar, and clock, and should be capable of withstanding catastrophic events. Joe Finley of Alberton Grant assumed that Christian was a nut and attempted to discourage him by giving him, quote, several times higher than any project the company had taken, explaining the guide stones would require additional tools and consultants. Christian accepted the quote. When arranging the payment, Christian explained that he represented a group which had been planning the guide stone for 20 years and which intended to remain anonymous.
Right. And I'm looking at it. That's what it was. It was the Georgia. It's the Georgia Guidestone. That's what
Hmm.
it's called. It's called. That's a good topic. Maybe we shouldn't go all the way into it. But
Yeah. Oh,
but,
yeah.
but speaking to the point that you're talking about, it'll tell you the message written on the stone on the Georgia Guidestones. It says maintain humanity under 5 million or billion. How many zeros is that? 500. It was 6 zero, 6 zeros. That's a billion, right?
Let's see. You said 6 zeros?
Yeah.
I think it probably more than six,
Six zeros
cause
not a
like,
billion. Hold on. How many? That's a damn shame. How many zeros
let's
is a
see.
billion? I thought it
Well, I
was
mean, you said a million or billion?
a billion.
It'll probably be about
Yeah, it's between 1 and 9.
12.
So it's 500
Okay,
billion. Yeah.
okay,
So
yeah, yeah, about a
it
billion,
does
yeah.
say it on the Georgia Guidestones. Like literally, it says it. It says, yeah, it literally says maintain humanity under XYZ under 500 billion or million. It's supposed to be billion,
Okay.
right? So, i.e., exterminate around 6 billion people or 90%.
Or 90 what? Oh, I think I lost Kizzy. Or did I? I think your mic went off for a second, Kizzy. I don't know if it's my mic or your mic. Okay, so I'm deaf. Okay, it must have been on her end. Okay. Well, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I only get why, the panic because, 91%. And people already freaking out because it's here, it's real, they can't just say, I mean, it's real, it's like real to them now. Like, oh, it's here. But you weren't, it wasn't a big deal when when it was, out at, when it was on the other, another country or something like that. So, I mean, it's really really too much you can do about it. Even if it's here, just you have to be more clean, be more aware of your cleanliness habit. I mean, which people should be doing in the first place, but should be more aware of that. So yeah, so I would I would do a better job at doing that. So make sure you wash your hands. Make sure you cover your mouth, not with your hand, but maybe like the middle of the inside of your arm, or pull your shirt over your mouth and cough into that. Those are good good ways to actually keep yourself from spreading germs to other people. And another thing is, wash your hands when you go out of the bathroom. Don't just use the bathroom then just walk out of there. And another thing is, yeah, especially if you wash your hands out the door, don't touch the handle of the door because people don't wash their hands. So use a hand towel to grab the door and pull it out. Unless you can push it out, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. Just make sure your hand ain't touching the door. That's it. You good. But I guess I'll wait for Kizzy to return in a second. But then again, like you use the CNN number, CNN. I don't really trust them. I mean, I don't trust news anyway, but I really don't trust like stuff that come out of CNN's mouth some of the time. Well, I gotta say most of the time, I don't really trust it. Yes, I thought it was more than I was more than that. Yeah, it had to be about 11. Yeah, it had to be like 11 zeros. Yeah. Thanks for the correction, Wild Boy. Mag Wild Boy. I don't know if Kizzy can get back on that. I'm still waiting on her to come back. She must be having some issues. But and then after that, I'll probably, finish what we're talking about, and then I'll just end it there. Then I might, I'll probably break this up to different parts so we can have different parts of the discussion. So, but yeah, I mean, just like I said, like yeah, like a lot of people make all this money out prepping. I'm like, well, ain't too much you can, yeah, like we were talking before, we ain't too much you can do to. Okay, kids. I mean, if you can get back on, I mean, I'll stay on here a little bit longer if you can get back on. I've been on probably about like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So I probably end up breaking this up. Yeah, I probably end up breaking the stream up into parts. Still keep this on though, but okay, there we go.
I apologize. I don't know. My internet all of a sudden is tripping, so I had to disconnect from my phone. But anyways, yeah, it was 5 billion. You should definitely do something on this.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh well, that could probably be the. I don't know what you got this going on this weekend. That could probably be the theme for Sunday's talk right there.
Well, that may be fine. I'm not doing anything this weekend. Like I said, the last 2 weekends of the month, I know that I won't be available, but this
Okay,
weekend I should be available. So yeah, that's something you definitely can do. I'll be here for that one. But it
okay,
probably
yeah,
was my cue for me to get off. Any
yeah. Yeah, yeah. It was like it was like the funny thing about it. I've been trying to get out maybe like a few times already. I'm like, oh well, keep talking. Just be just bounce it off and just like okay.
I thought it was my phone, but I have my laptop right here and it's still searching. So it must have was something with the actual internet. So when I disconnected and just used my regular data, it it kicked me back and put me back on. But yeah, definitely. What I'm gonna do is I'll definitely check the Instagram, but we'll aim for Sunday. I'll make sure that I'm available for Sunday night.
Okay, yeah, I probably try to do it either 7 or 7:30, but I mean I'll have it preset, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and try to set it up set it up after I get off, so I can just have it ahead of time. 'Cause I was thinking like, what am I gonna talk about? But came and talk. You gave me an idea, so now I got an idea what I want to talk about.
Yeah, that's a good subject. It really is. And what else? What was I gonna tell you? All right, yeah. So make sure you go in and do that. That way you can have other people on the panel
Yeah,
also. I mean, I know y'all want to hear my voice, but there's other people besides my beautiful voice.
yeah. I thought the people were gonna come through, come on the panel. I guess they wanted to watch. Guess they like to watch.
Yeah, it's some listen, I don't as long as
Yeah,
I've been around on YouTube, I really don't like going on everybody's panel. I think I've
yeah,
been on a total of 4 panels.
yeah,
I just don't
yeah.
like it. So
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't even really go on everybody's panel either. If it's like something like seems like something might be interesting, like, I'll go in there. I'll go on and say something. The vibe feel cool. I'll keep coming back. So
yeah. So, I'm not one of those people. And I do, like I said, sometimes I like to sit back and learn. But
right.
I don't, I'm very particular about the panels that I go on. So, and who
Yeah.
I have conversations with. So it's all good. But yeah, definitely do that. And I'll see you Sunday. I really appreciate you having me on. It was a pleasure.
No problem. Are you gonna hold a panel like anytime this weekend or
You know what? I don't know. I've been going back and forth, but I'm thinking that I am. Um, but I'm not sure what the topic may be.
okay.
Hopefully, I have something figured out by tomorrow because normally I like to go on. When I do go on, I like to go on Saturdays.
Okay.
Um, that one Friday you came on, that wasn't really my day. It really was
Yeah.
DOD's day.
Yeah.
But
I remember y'all telling me that.
yeah, but him or Libera probably go live that Friday. But um, if I do something, it'll probably be Saturday, and I haven't decided what topic I'll do. So if I decide something between here and now, if me and Mahogany link up, we may do something. But if not, I'll decide on a topic. And then
Okay.
I'll just post it by tomorrow night, and then everybody can kind of have an idea of what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like especially late, I'll be off work and I'll be be there just in time to catch it. So
All righty. Well, it sounds like a plan. Everybody, thank you for coming. Please don't
yeah,
make sure you don't leave without hitting the like button.
yeah. I
Let me
appreciate
see.
y'all coming through. Thank y'all for stopping by. Yeah.
Did you see Wow Boy's comment? he, he talking about keep talking. I'm getting the lotion. I'm gonna need you to pee and go to bed, okay?
Oh no! I was like trying to go up the screen to give like shout outs. Like I don't know. I accidentally refreshed the page.
All
Yeah,
right. Good night,
yeah.
Wow Boy, and St. Louis Natural Hair Expo. I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.
Yeah. All the vibration people. Yes. Shout out. Give a shout out. Shout out Sunny Stormy, MATC Wild Boy. Let's see who else. Mahogany. Natural Hair Expo. And Chef Pharrell Young. I think that might be. Oh yeah, just as Shar, just DeAndre. I think that might be it. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Oh yeah, kids. I mean, yeah, of course, kids came up here. So yeah, kids as well. So I thank everybody for coming through, and I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go and set up for Sunday. So I'll see y'all there Sunday. I think I may do it at 7 to 7:30. But just look out for it. I will have it. I'll have it scheduled. So hope to see y'all there. You want to come up panel? It's open panel. If not, chill and relax. So no pressure. So the zero. Wholeness and balance vibration people. I'll see you guys later. Thank y'all for coming through. I think I may do some gaming in maybe about 10 minutes. So see you later.